My real name that my parents give me is Dave, but all my friends call me Bue. I'm a playful guy, with a lot of passion. So I grew up in a family of comic drawers. So in Belgium, it's kind of famous of their bande de dessinée. And it's like Tintin comes from there, the Pitufos comes from there, like Suske en Wiske in French, Bob et Bobette comes from there. And my father and my grandfather worked for a studio called Studio van der Steen. And after Tintin and the Pitufos, it's one of the biggest comics in Belgium. So they worked in that studio. So I grew up with parents and with my abuelo, see them drawing. So then, when I was born, in the streets I started painting around 91. Because I always was drawing, but then I had friends, they already were busy with graffiti before me. And they were like, come on, Bue, like Dave then, you should draw your drawings in the streets because it's fun to do. And then they give me latas, the spray can, and then I started. And then I had the passion in me, and I was like, this I want to do. And never in my mind to have a career or whatever. Still, I don't have. Then in 2009, in Ghent, in my city in Belgium, there was this Mexican guy, and he was in a store, and this store was kind of a bookstore, toy store with urban stuff, like graffiti books, graffiti magazine, urban toys. So this owner of that toy store, he called me, he's like, hey, there is a guy from Mexico City who is a fan of your art and he wants to meet you and he bought stuff from you. So, okay, I met this guy and he was staying in a hostel in Belgium. And I was like, in Ghent, in my pueblo. So I told him, instead of staying in the hotel, stay in my house. From the, we had this energy. So he stayed in my house for a couple of days and then he said, hey, if you ever come to Mexico again and to Mexico City, you can stay in my house. And then I came to Mexico City and then since then, I came every year. I know what I do with my waffles and the concept that I have, that I make something good. I know I'm a humble guy in nature, but with my waffles, I'm like, man, I make the best waffles in Mexico. So I want to be El Rey of the Los Waffles in Mexico. And it's a difficult way. But, I have to.
And with your art?
My art is my passion. If I make money with it or no money with it, I'm always going to do that. So my art, it's like, it's what I do. It's me. That's my therapy. That's my freedom. That's what I do. And I'm not the most talented guy of what but I have a lot of passion in that. So even if I'm gonna be 70 or 80 and I still can push that, I'm still gonna paint, no?
You can have your feet and you can push for me.
Yeah, voilà.